top of you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top of you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top of you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Came to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. And you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in. No, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. 'Cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help. No one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried 'cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the back.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now it's 2nd and 9. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. This defense for the Pats, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They run again with Harris. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down at about 9 to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing, Winston. There's Chris Olave. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 21 yards there on third down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Saints at 12-2 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It's called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and 2, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
Here's Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Winston to throw it this time. Gets this one to Hill. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Winston. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Handoff, Coleman, right side. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Winston's throw pulled in by Marshall. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play fake. Winston. Oh, he's stick, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to McLeod. Finding room at midfield. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Harris running straight ahead. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5. the 6. Now a give, running left is Harris. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Again, it's Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with his second touchdown of the night. And the Pats take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Patriots 21, Chase nothing. Matt Gay sets the kickoff.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Jameis now on first down. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jameis to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On the return is Jones. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he finds Parker here, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them and now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
New England on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try again. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. George Karlaftis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Off the play fake, Winston. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They run for it with Harris, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. Here's Winston. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top for the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They go play action. Winston. Forced out to his left. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. He's got a man, complete. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Winston. On the screen, this is Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw is Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a